Hello and welcome back. Welcome back. I'm John, an old YouTuber and PC gamer. It's 9:30 p.m. and I have recorded video the whole day since AM in the morning. And some few more videos is uploading. So I'm finished about recording the Intel Corporation and the founders and the CIO. So I like to record about AMD, Advanced Micro Device. But back then I was 30 years old in 1996. I was 30 years old. So back down there in 30 years in the 90s, the AMD was kind of in the 90s and around year 2000, the AMD was kind of a discount CPU. I think if you was a young male back there and you play computer game, you did not like to get an AMD. You did like to get an Intel CPU with a Nvidia, the GeForce graphic cards. That's the good stuff. That's an Intel CPU with a GeForce with a lot of gigabyte memory. That's always works. You did not like to get AMD with Radeon. You did not like to buy a PC computer with AMD with a Radeon graphic card. But of course AMD they make good CPUs too. I think Intel have kind of 80% of the market share of the PCs, of the CPUs to the PCs, the personal computers. And Intel have not treated AMD very nice. They have paid money to big companies like Dell and Compaq, some big companies that pay the money not to use the AMD CPU. And probably more we don't know anything about. So they have not treated AMD very well. So, but AMD have make chips as long time as Intel. But of course AMD could just have make some better chips maybe. I don't know if the computer chips from Intel is worse than Intel. I don't know, but Intel have so much more money I think. I don't know if AMD have their own chip factories, their own CPU factories, fabs. Probably they have that. Let's close Omar. And let's spend rest of the power on my camcorder on the AMD Advanced Micro Device. Yes, I don't know much about this company, but mainly I will collect the Intel CPUs. But actually I find the old AMD 8088 because I think the AMD that did make the 8086. The Intel CPU, this 8086 and the 8088, AMD and other companies, they was making this CPUs back then in old days. So I actually I see AMD 8088 for sale, a good price, like less $30. So I think I will buy it. I will do it after this video later, but I don't have much money left. And I just spent $60 to buy a collection of old Pentium CPUs, Celerions, and few i3s I think. So. But I think I need to buy this AMD 8088 but I like to download this list of AMD processors. I need to find it, but not tonight. So I will just spin. My alarm clock is on, and I will turn the lights, my lamp of my bed table. Then I will play. So there's not more power left on my camcorder. Read to enter the documents.
Advanced Micro Devices. Advanced Micro Devices, Incorporated. Advanced Micro Devices, Inc. logo. Image of AMD's headquarters located in Santa Clara, California. Headquarters at Santa Clara in 2020. Type public company traded as Nasdaq, AMD. Nasdaq 100 component. S&P 500 component. Industry semiconductors. Artificial intelligence. GPUs. Graphics cards. Consumer electronics. Video games. Computer hardware. Founded May 1, 1969. Founder Jerry Sanders. Headquarters Santa Clara, California. U.S. Area served worldwide. Key people Lisa Su, President, Chief Executive Officer and Chair. John Edward Caldwell, Lead Independent Director. Advanced Micro Devices, Incorporated, AMD, is an American multinational semiconductor company based in Santa Clara, California, that develops computer processors and related technologies for business and consumer markets. While it initially manufactured its own processors, the company later outsourced its manufacturing, a practice known as going fabless, after Global Foundries was spun off in 2009. AMD's main products include microprocessors, motherboard chipsets, embedded processors, graphics processors, and FPGAs for servers, workstations, personal computers, and embedded system applications. Contents. History. First 12 years. Technology exchange agreement with Intel. Acquisition of ATI, spin-off of Global Foundries, and acquisition of Xilinx. List of CEOs. Products. PUS and app use of PC and the x86 architecture. K5, K6, Athlon, Duran, and Sempron. Athlon 64, Optron and Phenom. Fusion becomes the AMD APU. New microarchitecture. High power, high performance bulldozer cores. Low power cat cores. ARM architecture based designs. Zen based CPUs and APUs. Graphics products and PUS AT prior to AMD acquisition. Radeon within AMD. Combined GPU and CPU divisions. Radeon Technologies Group. Semi-custom and game console products. Other hardware. AMD motherboard chipsets. Embedded products. Coordinates: 37°2256 and 121°5815W. Mark Papermaster, CTO. Products: Central Processing Units, Graphics Processing Unit, Chipsets, Microprocessor Systems on Chip, SoCs, Motherboard Chipsets, Network Interface Controllers, Embedded Processor, Solid State Drives, Drivers. To accessories. Revenue increase $16.4 billion, 2021. Operating income increase $3.65 billion, 2021. Net income increase $3.16 billion, 2021. Total assets increase $12.4 billion, 2021. Total equity increase $7.5 billion, 2021. Number of employees 22,500, 2022. Website IM.com. Embedded CPUs. Embedded graphics. Current product lines: CPU and APU products. Graphics products. Radeon branded products IM. Solid-state drives. Technologies CPU hardware. Graphics hardware. Software distribution. Software by type. CPU. GPU. MISC. Production and fabrication. Corporate affairs partnerships. Litigation with Intel. Guinness World Record achievement. Acquisitions, mergers and investments. Corporate social responsibility. Other initiatives. See also. Notes. References. External links. History. AMD's former headquarters in Sunnyvale, California, demolished in 2019, first 12 years. Advanced Micro Devices was formally incorporated by Jerry Sanders, along with 7 of his colleagues from Fairchild Semiconductor, on the 1st of May, 1969. 3. Sanders, an electrical engineer who was the director of marketing at Fairchild, had, like many Fairchild executives, grown frustrated with the increasing lack of support, opportunity, and flexibility within the company. Hellerter decided to leave to start his own semiconductor company, following the footsteps of Robert Noyce, developer of the first AMD's campus in Markham, Ontario, Canada, formerly ATI headquarters. AMD's lead certified Lone Star campus in Austin, Texas. Silicon Integrated Circuit at Fairchild in 1959, 5, and Gordon Moore, who together founded the semiconductor company Intel in July 1968. 6. In September 1969, AMD moved from its temporary location in Santa Clara to Sunnyvale, California. 7. To immediately secure a customer base, AMD initially became a second source supplier of microchips designed by Fairchild and National Semiconductor. 8. 9. AMD first focused on producing logic chips. 10. The company guaranteed quality control to United States military standard, an advantage in the early computer industry since unreliability in microchips was a distinct problem that customers including computer manufacturers, the telecommunications industry, and instrument manufacturers wanted to avoid. 8, 11, 12, 13. In November 1969, the company manufactured its first product, the M9300, a 4-bit MSI shift register, which began selling in 1970. 13, 14. Also in 1970, AMD produced its first proprietary product, the M2501 logic counter, which was highly successful. 15, 16. Its best-selling product in 1971 was the M2505, the fastest multiplier available. 15, 17. In 1971, AMD entered the RAM chip market, beginning with the M3101, a 64-bit bipolar RAM. 17, 18. That year AMD also greatly increased the sales volume of its linear integrated circuits, and by year-end the company's total annual sales reached $4.6 million. 15. 19. AMD went public in September 1972. 8, 20, 21. The company was a second source for Intel MOS/LSI circuits by 1973. With products such as M14/1506 and M14/1507, dual 100-bit dynamic shift registers. 22, 23. By 1975, AMD was producing 212 products, of which 49 were proprietary, including the M9102, a static N-channel 1024-bit RAM, 24, and 3 low-power Schottky MSI circuits, M25LS07, M25LS08, and M25LS09. 25. Intel had created the first microprocessor, its 4-bit 4004, in 1971. 26. 27. By 1975, AMD entered the microprocessor market with the M9080, a reverse-engineered clone of the Intel 8080, 28, 29, 30, and the M2900-bit slice microprocessor family. 29. When Intel began installing microcode in its microprocessors in 1976, it entered into a cross-licensing agreement with AMD, which was granted a copyright license to microcode in its microprocessors and peripherals, effective October 1976. 25, 31, 32, 33, 34. In 1977, AMD entered into a joint venture with Siemens, a German engineering conglomerate wishing to enhance its technology expertise and enter the American market. 35. Siemens purchased 20% of AMD stock, giving the company an infusion of cash to increase its product lines. 35, 36, 37. The two companies also jointly established Advanced Microcomputers, AMC, located in Silicon Valley and in Germany, allowing AMD to enter the microcomputer development and manufacturing field. 35, 38, 39, 40, in particular based on AMD's second source Zilog Z8000 microprocessors. 41, 42. When the two companies' vision for advanced microcomputers diverged, AMD bought out Siemens' stake in the American division in 1979. 43, 44. AMD closed Advanced Microcomputers in late 1981 after switching focus to manufacturing second-source Intel x86 microprocessors. 41, 45, 46. Total sales in fiscal year 1978 topped $100 million. 38, and in 1979, AMD debuted on the New York Stock Exchange. 16, in 1979, production also began on AMD's new semiconductor fabrication plant in Austin, Texas, Winkinsad Smiley. 16. The company already had overseas assembly facilities in Penang and Manila. 47, and began construction on a fabrication plant in San Antonio in 1981. 48, in 1980, AMD began supplying semiconductor products for telecommunications, an industry undergoing rapid expansion and innovation. 49. Technology exchange agreement with Intel. Intel had introduced the first x86 microprocessors in 1978. 50. In 1981, IBM created its PC, and wanted Intel's x86 processors, but only under the condition that Intel also provide a second source manufacturer for its patented x86 microprocessors. 11. Intel and AMD entered into a 10-year technology exchange agreement, first signed in October 1981, 45, 51, and formally executed in February 1982. 34. The terms of agreement were that each company could acquire the right to become a second source manufacturer of semiconductor products developed by the other. That is, each party could earn the right to manufacture and sell a product developed by the other, if agreed to, by exchanging the manufacturing rights to a product of equivalent technical complexity. The technical information and licenses needed to make and sell a part would be exchanged for a royalty to the developing company. 33. The 1982 agreement also extended the 1976 AMD Intel cross-licensing agreement through 1995. 33, 34. The agreement included the right to invoke arbitration of disagreements, and after 5 years the right of either party to end the agreement with 1 year's notice. 33, The main result of the 1982 agreement was that AMD became a second source manufacturer of Intel's x86 microprocessors and related chips, and Intel provided AMD with database taps